Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1.
Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough. It's America's favorite golf podcast right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCar Tim, joined as I usually sometimes am, PJ of America member John Gerber. How you doing?
I'm
today,
here.
Johnny?
I'm her. I am her. I know it's a big surprise for you that I'm here with you on Monday.
On a Monday, I know.
I was here last Monday too, so don't be
You
that
are.
so super surprised.
Wait, were
that
you?
I'm here. Yeah, I was here. Yeah,
I don't think you were here. I don't think.
No, I was
Wednesday,
not
you missed
true.
Wednesday. It was
No,
Wednesday.
no. No, I was there because you made fun of me every Wednesday, every Monday I miss. You make fun of me, but
I would
we are
never.
here after a great weekend. How about that Players Championship? Not just because we had a nice weekend and a nice week, but this is what this tournament lends you, is these types of finishes and swings, and for 65 holes, 65 holes. It didn't look like Aberg had a chance to even remotely lose or even gain more of an advantage or a lead. But that just goes to show the teeth of TPC. And we kind of thought that would happen a little bit, and no lead was safe. And there you have it, drama filled like it seems seemingly every year.
Man, I thought this was the week that Aberg was going to come back and we'd be on here propping him up on Monday on our recap show. I thought we'd be saying, he's finally healed. His brain is right. His mind is right. His game is finally back. And I thought that Sunday when I had to turn off the Players Championship very painfully, had to turn it off in the middle of the final round to cover college basketball brackets for my writing duties over at Round Table and at FanStream Sports. And surprisingly went in to write my PGA Tour recap piece, and I saw Cam Young at the top of the leaderboard. And not only did I see Cam Young at the top of the leaderboard, I saw that Aberg had fallen way back. And I had to go to PGAtour.com and pull his scorecard up to see his, 2 bogeys plus his double on the back nine.
Not good.
Plus the bogey on the front nine didn't do him any help either. But those 2 bogeys plus the double on the back nine just did him in. And Cameron Young, to his credit, showed all of the composure and took advantage of it. Your guy, Matt Fitzpatrick, slipped a little bit too, and that just opened the door for Cam Young as he picks up maybe the biggest win of his career.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's only his second title, but yeah, if you look at so basically you're saying you jinxed Ludvig Åberg, is basically saying after you turn it off. That's what you're saying? You're Texas Tech guy. That's your guy, Texas Tech. And I was watching in a couple different places because I was tired of yelling at the TV at a cool little sports bar I was at. And and I was just like, anybody but Matthew Fitzpatrick. Anybody but I could care. I didn't care if Patrick Reed came back from Live and won besides him. I was like, anybody but him.
Can't let.
And I just kind of even Cantlay. I would even give you Cantlay, right? So, yeah, like I said, it was cool. Cam Bruce just really never looked like he was out of it. I said this the other day. I said, I thought Sepp Straka would make a move on the premise of if the scores were moving down. Like, I didn't think he could get to 15, 16 under. That just doesn't suit his game. And he was there. The 2 double bogeys he makes killed him. Obviously, 18 trying to press the issue a little bit did not help him. But I thought he could get to 11, 12 to maybe put a little bit of pressure, and he did. He had it rolling. He was 3 under at the turn. Unfortunately, made the couple double bogeys on the backside that hurt him. But that was kind of my guy that I thought if it was going to be 11, 12 under par, I thought he was the guy that could potentially challenge whoever it was. I certainly thought it was Aberg. But again, as I said, there is no lead safe. And with Aberg, he didn't get to the last 3 holes that that made his demise in terms of losing the golf tournament. He lost it way before that, but I just thought the steady play, 68 from Cameron Young, on the weekend, on Sunday, that's how you win a golf tournament right there. So, good for him, good for us. We'll go through the picks here a little bit in the next couple segments in terms of wins and losses. We already certainly know that you were lost. You didn't have any wins. So, it's just what it is.
Well, it's not me. It's the wheel. See,
Yeah,
when I get a win, I'm going to take credit. When I don't hit any on my 3, I'm just going to say the wheel lost. I didn't lose because I didn't make the picks. But certainly Cam Young goes 68, 67 on Thursday and Friday, setting himself up nicely. 72 on Saturday did not look so great with some water balls that he had, but the 68 to recover on Sunday, especially when you compare that to Ludvig Åberg's 76 on Sunday, you are certainly not going. And that undid everything he did on his nice 63 on Friday. That 76 undoes all of that you did. That he races the 63. He goes 69 on Thursday, 71 on Saturday. He was setting himself up very, very nicely for a triumphant return to the winner's circle, but he just absolutely implodes on that back 9. And you hate to watch it, but you got guys right behind him. They're also good. These guys are good too, and they're ready to pounce. And Young, of course, go ahead.
There's no scared fish in that pond, bud. Just not. And it just goes to show the small, simple little details that happen. He looked unflappable on Saturday as opposed to Xander Schauffele, who on Friday hits 14 of 14 fairways, arguably probably the best driving performance I've ever seen in a high-end field like that, especially at a place like that was extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult to drive, and then especially with the rough that put a premium on driving. The two greens that Xander missed on Friday were just off the fringe. So superb ball striking. And then he goes the next day and he can't find a fairway, right? And shoots 74 on Saturday. It takes him out. And then on Sunday, he makes a nice little charge, birdieing the last 3 holes, which, that's pretty damn good. I think he was just a little too far back. And we said if somebody was going to shoot 63, 64, it could have been Xander. And again, on the opposite coin, somebody who's steady wins the race if it kind of dropped down with Sepp Straka. Both were a little bit true potentially for 9 holes. But then you just, I always tout Aberg is like, what goes wrong? For the naked eye like me and his golf swing, there's nothing much can go wrong. But when he starts having those 2-way misses, man, that is the death march for a PGA Tour player. They can shoot 66, 67 all day long. If they know where they're going to miss it one way, they can't do it when when the legs are split, as we say in a kind of little golf pun, is you can't play that way. It's just a hard way to play.
Yeah, and Young recovers from the double bogey on 18 on Saturday. He redeemed himself in the closing stretch on Sunday. He was trailing Fitzpatrick by 1 as they got to the 17th tee. His tee shot was better than Fitzpatrick's. With that back right hole location. I love that hole location on 17 like that, by the way. Of course, he fed the ball down the slope, set up that 10-footer for birdie that sent the masses around the island green into a frenzy. And we've got footage here of the shot, and then we're going to look at his shot on 18 as well, too. Let's take a look at that 17 tee shot. Looks like one of my shots.
Great bounce.
No, that'd have been in the water.
Perfect placement, though. Just trickles it around to the back of the hole. Just amazing, especially compared to what he did the day prior. He didn't have a lot of luck on 17 the whole week until Sunday, really. Right. And then he follows it up with this tee shot on 18. Just incredible.
Oh, this is just beautiful.
And a day after he finds the water, Cameron Young steps up there and pipes it.
That's called setting the tone, Dan.
375 yards the day after he found the water on the same tee box.
Yeah, that's the most impressive part. You're having those demons and those woogie boogies, man. knowing that, more pressure obviously on Sunday and then before on Saturday. And he barely knocked it in the water. He said, man, I thought I hit a great tee ball. He just hit it a little bit too far left. But I thought he would take 3-wood off that tee and turn it a little bit more. And I certainly thought Fitzpatrick would hit 3-wood on that hole and turn it. If he hits 3-wood, he's obviously in the fairway, especially when it's downwind. It played certainly a downwind. So maybe the club selection for Fitzpatrick was a little bit off in terms of that, that maybe hurt him being in that pine straw, which is not there's a lot of potluck that comes out there, and it looked like it kind of set down a little bit and you couldn't move the pine straw because the ball moves, then you're out. Like you can't, certainly can't do that. I mean, you're not playing with your buddies at the retreat and you can kick it and,
no
find
foot
a better
wedge.
lie.
No big red foot wedge.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way out there. Nice little plug to the retreat anyways. But so hey, listen, plus for Cam Young. I mean, he looked in control. He looked unflappable. That's kind of his demeanor anyways. So hey, listen, good for him, good for us, and good for him moving forward. It seems like he's a big game hunting, this guy. Like he wins and it seems like he's contending in the biggest events. He came on the scene back at the British Open when Cameron Smith won, driving the 18th hole at the last hole at St. Andrews. He kind of got a little spark of how much firepower he is. And then winning last year in the FedEx Cup. And then obviously now putting the Players' Championship trophy on his mantle and a lot more to come. So, we've had him on our card a ton, and we'll have him probably on our card more so, and maybe some of these bigger events. And it was super impressive to me.
Of course, he broke through last year at the Wyndham, was his first tour win, his first tour title. And he's played strong this year. A pair of top 10 finishes coming into the week, and his career has been defined for years by close calls. He's one of those guys, right, where we said before that Wyndham title that is just going to take him one. If he can get that first one, kind of like Tommy Fleetwood, if he can get that first one, hopefully they'll rain down.
Right.
They're not raining down. They're drizzling a little bit, but like
steady
you said,
mist. It's a steady mist.
Like you said, it's the biggest events, and he's had 7 runner-up finishes in between his wins. So he's come close, but no cigar. Well, he finally got the cigar on Sunday, and it couldn't happen to a better guy, especially since you had him on your card. And we're going to go over your card here towards the end of the show a little bit. Let's take our first break of the show. Then I want to talk about some of the other guys that played and talk about their games, what went right, what went wrong. And then we'll
rank them. We'll rank them. A, B, C, D, E, F. We'll rank them. Well, you like doing those.
Great. I like to grade them. Yeah,
you give everybody an F anyway, so I got to talk you off the F ledge.
I don't give Fs very often.
Yes, all the
Sometimes
time.
I do, unless I hate them.
All the time. You hate everybody.
No matter where Max Homa, he gets an A every time. I don't care what he did. He could double bogey every single hole on Friday and Saturday and miss the cut. He's going to get an A.
Do you send him an apple every week?
Because he's Max Homa. He can do whatever he wants. We are from the rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm Tim. That's Johnny. Back after this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the JP Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream, fanstreamsports.com.
Hey, folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCar Timm. That is PGA of America member Johnny Gerber. The big winner, Johnny Gerber, with a winner on his card this week.
Always a winner. Oh, just because it's not monetary winnings, it doesn't mean I'm not a winner.
I said wiener.
Oh, okay. Well, I got one of those too.
Okay. Usually I'm the one pulling this in the ditch, not you.
Yeah, well, it's a, ditch is about right.
As we continue our Monday recap, as Johnny taps his camera, as he's too cheap to go buy a new one with all his winnings. We're going to break down Cameron Young, Matt Fitzpatrick, Ludvig Åberg, talk about some of the guys that were here that also ran, so-called also rans, not your winners, and maybe grade them just a little bit before we get into Timm's Wheel of Misfortune picks. Had a couple of close calls in my Wheel of Misfortune picks, and no winners, but that's okay. And then we will get into Johnny's winners, of course, after the next break. As far as Matty Fitzpatrick goes, though, we finished at 12 under, second place. He looked like a guy that was going to reel the guy. I thought he would be the guy to reel in Aberg that day. I feel like he was just a couple of ticks off on a couple of shots until the very end of the tournament. Now that tee shot on 18 did him in for sure over in the trees as he pushed it right. And that's going to be one of the tee shots I think that he will rue for the weekend. The other one was that hooky miss off the 16th tee that put him in the trees.
Yeah,
kept him from a birdie on that par 5 to create a little bit of cushion. But
it's called nerves. It's called nerves, Holmes.
Yeah, and it's shocking to me that a guy like Matt Fitzpatrick, who's played in this many tournaments, these guys still get nervous with shots like that. It just boggles my mind.
It doesn't matter how many dates you go on to. You're gonna get nervous sometimes when the scene is too big or the woman is too pretty, right? You got to stay in your deal. Huh? Yeah, you do. You get nervous all the time. Or okay. So apparently for someone like you, the scene's never too big, or the woman is not pretty enough ever for you.
Ever.
So
No.
Yeah, I get. So it just goes to show how you are. That just goes. Your expectations are way too high, I guess. So, listen.
I really hope I don't have any exes or currents listening to this right now because they're going to be pissed at you.
Yeah, well, no, they should be pissed at you because that's just never being nervous on a date is like that's not human. It's not human.
But I'm doing them a favor. That's the way I look at it. I'm doing them a favor by showing up.
Okay, well then, I guess we all have perceptions of what
showing
up means.
That's how you date.
I don't date.
Doing that chick. Well, no, you don't date. You just.
Yeah. Easy. Just the family.
Just gigolo.
Nancy and Jerome is watching.
Everywhere I go.
Don't give away my secrets now. Don't give away my secrets.
I don't think it's a secret, Johnny. After 54 years, I think it's pretty much out there.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. But thanks for doing it on national television. That's great. Thank you.
It's international television, sir. We're worldwide.
Yeah, we are worldwide. Who we had a post the other day from like Denmark or somewhere.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
We have like 5% of our total viewership is out of the United States.
That's great.
We got people in Bangladesh and Australia. Good day, mate.
Yeah, that's my soon to be wife. Is in
Indonesia.
It's great, even better. Probably got a wife there too.
You need to marry American. You should only buy American, Johnny.
What are you trying to say? I'm buying women or what? What are you trying to tell me?
I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just telling you, I'm urging you to buy American. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
When you do go to that site, click on America.
Like a menu, like you have a menu.
Drop down menu. Yeah. Click on America. I feel like Maddie's going to bounce back from this. I hope. We hope that he doesn't suffer the same fate that Shane Lowry suffered. And we'll get into him here in a little bit. But good God, what a fiasco that was. Xander Schauffele at 11 under in sole possession of third place. He kind of put a late surge on. It put him back in the mix. He posted the clubhouse lead as the second to last group arrived at 17, but they're, of course, not guarantees when you're in the clubhouse and there's still guys on the course. He just didn't produce enough on the weekend to capture the win that would have signified that he's truly back. I kind of feel like that this was an opportunity that slipped away, especially given how Aberg faltered late. This was a good chance for Xander to bounce back. He just didn't have enough.
Well, if you look at it a little bit different, Cam Young really was, even though he was in the second to the last group, he was a little under the radar, right? He just kind of was, especially after his kind of, Saturday 72, even though 68, 67 put him in a really good spot. So he just, for somebody, he was talked about at the beginning of the week, certainly for us, but after it was like, it was Oberg's to lose. And it seemed like that was the only focus. And listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. And I know you agree with me. I know you're not the hater that you are to Jordan Spieth and to a couple other people. Oberg's going to win a major championship. He just has, he has the makeup of exactly what you need to have a major championship. The guy's 26. Yes, he's 26. You feel like he's a lot older than that, but sometimes this is only going to this is going to sting for him, certainly. But this is only going to make him better. So don't feel sorry for this guy. I'm a massive, massive fan. We talked about this guy for 5 years now when he was in college, that this guy was the real deal and how much I touted him and how good I really thought he was going to be. So it just takes, we get so spoiled with guys like Tiger Woods and Scotty Scheffler that close the deal really fast. Everyone's not like that. It takes a while, and it takes some of these circumstances like this for a guy like who's extremely talented. And I've said it over the last 2 years. If I'm teaching golf, as I'm a golf coach, and not to say anything, but I have an extremely good eye when it comes to coaching and teaching golf and the golf swing itself. I've been around some of the best coaches and players in the world. If you want to build a golf swing, that's how you build a golf swing. Yeah. And the mystery of how he goes offset from where he looked like he was couldn't touch him the first 3 days, and to do what he did in the two-way misses, as I said, is the mystery. It's a little bit in the ears, and he will fix that. He has the mentality to fix it. And I'm just telling you, he will be on our card more than one time, probably for the major championships this year, unless he gets hurt. So, hey, listen, learning experience, it just takes a little bit of time for some people to get over that hurdle of accepting greatness. And that's what he is. The guy's great. I'm just telling you. And people, the European guys have seen it for a long time, like Luke Donald, putting him on a team before he played in a major championship, right, on the Ryder Cup. So listen, the guy is I'm a massive fan. I think there's 2 or 3 guys on the PGA Tour that are comparable to him, in my opinion, young and upcoming stars. But if you look in the young and upcoming stars on the PGA Tour is in a good place.
Yeah, for sure. Another guy that impressed me for a minute but faltered late at 10 under, finished in sole possession of 4th, Bobby Mack, who we'll see at Valspar this coming week. He got hot in the middle of his round on Sunday. He had it down to 11 under with just 7 holes to play, and if he would have executed better down the stretch, he could have found himself capturing the biggest win of his career. Instead, he had a couple of stumbles on 14 and 16, punctuated by a chip into the water on the par 5 that ended his dreams of a win. But all in all, I liked his game over the week to come in 4th at a place like this for him. I think is a step forward for him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he fits the mold a little bit. He's super creative. He moves the ball a lot of different directions. Likes to run it a little bit on the ground, being from Scotland, right? So he's used to playing that. Right. And that's what kind of lended this golf course when it got a little bit windy, to get that little chase. That's why you saw Brian Harmon a little bit kind of, contend there until he made a couple errors. I said that on a show on Sports Grid Radio. You guys coming from the back, if it gets a little windy, guys can flight the ball a little bit lower and scoot it. That's why those guys were successful at the British Open. And that's why Bobby Mack won the Scottish Open, right? So you can kind of flight it a little bit, get it chasing. That golf course played 3 different ways. It played completely different 3 days. And then the last round, it played very similar than it did on Saturday. So being adaptable to the conditions was a big key to that place. And the guys who did it well, obviously with Cam Young prevailed. As much as I hate to say it, Matthew Fitzpatrick adjusted as well, and he can get that little scoot out there too, kind of like Bobby Mack.
In T5, we have some interesting players here at 9 under. Of course, Ludvig Åberg in that group, along with Jacob Bridgeman, and then the very awkwardly named Sudarshan Yellamaraju.
God bless you. I wasn't going to attempt that one. I wasn't doing that. Thank you for doing that for me. Nope.
So it was Åberg, Bridgeman, and who, Johnny?
SS.
Sudarshan Yellamaraju.
SS. I call him SS.
I thought Bridgeman had a solid week. I think he continues to improve in his journey to become a bona fide, strong PGA Tour player in big events. It was a big week for Sudarshan Yellamaraju in his rookie year, but I feel like out of this group, the focus, of course, is on Åberg, who held a 3-shot lead coming into the day. He handled the front 9 nicely. He had the bogey there, but he recovered nicely. That was early in his round. But even though he wasn't able to extend his lead beyond those 3 shots, I still thought he had some composure down the stretch until he made the turn. And I don't know what happened. Is this a situation where, yes, he's still a young player, even though he's a veteran now. He's been on the tour for a while, but he's still a young player. He has maybe more physical capabilities than his brain understands, as far as being if that makes sense. I guess he has all the physical tools to make pretty much any shot he needs to make, but his brain, maybe his golf brain, doesn't always maybe make the right decision for him.
Yeah, I mean, you made it. You're making a good point. You maybe saying it a little bit different. Like, I think. Well, no. Listen.
No, I understand. Yeah.
Hear me out. And it's very difficult for me to say this for a tour player, but I don't think he knows exactly how good he is.
Yeah.
And to your point is, like I said, I'm if there's anybody higher on the PGA Tour on Aberg, no one is higher, in my opinion, that I will praise more than him. I just don't think he knows how good he is, and he gets in those situations. And this isn't the first time this has happened, right? I mean, this has happened before in the fourth round, even though he does have a win on the PGA Tour. I just don't think he humbling, right? He's a humble person. I just don't think he knows how good he is. No, obviously he knows he's good, but knowing how good he is and having that arrogance, I don't think he's there yet. It's probably not his personality. The Swedish people do not really, Henrik Stenson obviously comes to mind. Annika Sorenstam, when you have the realms of golf, they're not arrogant people. They're not arrogant people how they grow up anyway. So, golf, sometimes you need to be a little bit arrogant, a little bit more arrogant than potentially he is. So again, I just think that he needs more reps in those situations. And then once he crosses that line of the big events doing that, I think he will be fine. It just takes a little longer for some people than others.
Yeah. And I thought on Sunday, even when he was playing better in the first 9, his putter certainly was not doing him any favors. The longest putt he made of the day on Sunday was just under 5 feet.
Well, that's a little skewed. Sorry, it's a little skewed.
Right, because his approach shots were so good, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's a little skewed when you look at that stat. But yeah, great point, and an awesome point that he just, you just didn't make the putts. He just didn't make the putts, but he had a little bit more pressure on himself because he drove it poorly enough that his iron shots weren't close enough to the hole that made it look like he was putting poorly. Right. It's actually if you go backwards a little bit, it was more getting that set up, not putting himself in those positions to hit it close was really his demise when it came to that. It looked like he was putting like trash, but it was really his off the tee wasn't nearly as good to put him in a position to have iron shots closer to those holes that made it look like he was putting poorly.
Yeah, and look, he's an aggressive player, obviously. Like I said before, he's got the physical tools to make all the shots, really. But he doesn't always have his brain telling him to make the smart shots. And I kind of feel like that hurt him. He was overly aggressive, I thought, on a course that punishes overly ambitious shots when you miss on them.
That's a great point.
And I think that's what cost him down the stretch. A huge block with the fairway wood on the par 5 11th saw him lose a 2-shot lead immediately with the bogey, and then Fitzpatrick birdied. That's an instance of being overly aggressive when you really didn't need to be. And I think that will come with, again, his golf brain needs to catch up with his golf body, right, in certain situations.
If you look at that shot, though, his second shot, it's a par 5 that – obviously all those guys are getting. He played well the first 3 rounds. But if you look at that shot, that was extremely pivotal shot because if he pulls that shot off and he makes birdie, the whole golf tournament has changed, right? The whole golf tournament has changed. He probably doesn't hit driver on the next hole that he hits at Wesley Snipes in the water left, and then you got the Kermit blocker on the right on your second shot, and then you go back and you hit that Wesley on the next hole. Those are bad golf shots for tour players. Those are bad too. And he overcompensated, right? He hit the block and then he overcompensates on the next hole. But if he makes birdie there and pulls that shot off, I don't think he hits driver on the next hole. I think he hits an iron. I think he's got he'll have a 3-shot lead at that point potentially. Yeah. And you play a little bit different when it comes to that. But like I said, This should not be the beat up show on Aberg. This should be the Cam Young dominance. Yeah. Oberg's going to learn more than anybody else probably in the field, even though he didn't win the golf tournament.
Yeah, and for Aberg, his future, and I think this will come with more experience and talking to more experienced guys on the tour that had to learn this same thing the hard way. You got to be able to tamper down that aggression sometimes and play a little more conservative when the situation calls for it. I don't think he's necessarily learned that yet in a consistent manner. And I think that's when he realizes that and he's able to do that, I think he's going to win a lot of tournaments in chunks and a lot of big tournaments. Like you said, majors are definitely in his future. Multiple majors are in his future with his game. I just think he's got to tamper down that aggression a little bit when the situation calls for it. There are certainly courses that will benefit him. That aggressiveness will benefit him. But there's, again, like TPC Sawgrass, there's courses that are going to punish it when you're not exactly on like you should be.
Here's what I look at. It's almost too easy for him. You know what I mean? Like it just looks, it almost looks too easy for him at times. And when he hits a shot that is so out of character, like he did on 11 and 12, it's almost like a shock to the system. It's like you're almost shocked. Like, how can I hit that golf shot as fundamentally sound as my golf swing is? They should never have hit a shot 40 yards offline. And he hit 40 yards offline on 2 consecutive golf shots in the opposite direction. That's what I'm telling you. That's just death. That is absolute death when it comes to tour players. And, again, I just think he was shocked. I think it was just so easy. It looks so easy for him when you watch him play golf. Watch him hit golf balls on the driving range. It's like, it's as straight as you can point. He hits it as straight as anybody on the PGA Tour because the path in the face at impact is as good as anybody or not better on the PGA Tour. So the ball doesn't curve. The ball does not curve. And then when you hit these shots, like he hits, man, it's almost like it's almost like you jump in a cold tub, man, and you're just so shocked. Like, what do I do now? Like, I don't know what the hell I did wrong.
Yep. And then the only other guy before we take our final break and get into our picks, Johnny, that I want to talk to, and I'm sure you'll elaborate during your picks because he was on your card, Shane Lowry, who goes the big MC Hammer. Shoots a 76 on Thursday and follows that with a 73 on Friday.
Too trash.
Cut by a bunch. What is going on in the golf brain of Shane Lowry, especially after his collapse the week before?
Wish I could tell you. I was high on him. I was extremely high on Shane Lowry. I thought that, and I was very open about it, talking about it. I thought that him missing the cut at API was a blessing for him. Did he go to? I know he took his kids to Disney or Universal after that. Did he just ride the small world and just drink at the? I don't know what he did. I don't know. I don't know. You're asking a question that I don't know. He's going to have a couple weeks off to figure it out before Augusta, but I'm going to tell you, I'm not giving up on Shane Lowry. I'm not. No. I'm not. I won't. I think he's going to have a chance to win Augusta.
Yeah, and I don't think this is going to be any type of extended drought for Shane Lowry like we had with Justin Thomas a couple years ago, like Jordan Spieth went through. I still think he's at the top of his game, and he's had some really bad luck the last few weeks, for sure. But I think his head's still right. I think his game is still right. He just needs to find that final answer. You know what? I may pick him to do great things at Augusta this year. We'll just have to wait and see where he's at.
Well, I hope not. Then that's the kiss of death, and he'll miss the cut again. So I hope you leave him off your card.
Well, I don't pick my card. You do, remember?
Oh, well, the wheel does. The wheel
does. The wheel picks my card. Stupid wheel. What does it know? One more break, and then we're going to come back on the other side and talk about Johnny's picks, my Wheel of Misfortune picks. We'll go over those. Johnny will tell you what went right, what went wrong on his card as he cashed in, made a little bit of green, made a little bit of candy, as he likes to call it, in our text thread.
That's right.
He says I need to go out and have a drink because I'm too uptight. He says I'll send you some candy.
That's right.
That's our business expense. We have more candy business expense than just about anything here at FanStream Sports.
That's why all those peppermints are in the studios. There's all them peppermints.
Yeah, those are gone too. Probably need to reorder some of those. We are From the Rough. I'm Tim. That's Johnny. Back after this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the J.P. Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. FanStreamSports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream. FanStreamSports.com.
Hey, folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports, wrapping things up on a recap Monday for you. Make sure you catch all of our great content at fanstreamsports.com, always live at fanstreamsports.com or wherever you get your podcasts. FanStream Sports, America's favorite golf podcast. Quickly becoming the world's favorite golf podcast, Johnny.
That's right. That is right. We are doing it correct. When we get Indonesia, that means I'm in good shape.
Indonesia, and we're probably in North Korea too, if I had my guess.
Call me.
Catch me outside. How about that?
I
still don't even know what that's from, but I hear you say it all the time.
Oh yeah.
All right, Johnny. Well, let's get into our picks. As I guess we'll do mine first. We'll get to the bad news first and the entertainment value first. As we get our music going here. All right, Johnny. The wheel gave me what I thought were going to be some chances. I thought we had some chances.
I actually did too, but it turned out trash. Well,
now the Pearson Cootie.
Told you that was trash.
You did tell me that. He's a local kid though, right?
Yeah, he's Dallas kid. Yeah, he's local.
Yeah, he's a Dallas kid.
Him and his twin brother Parker
over at Glen Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, I'm trying to support Pearson a little bit, and this is what he did to me. He went MC Hammer on me.
Dun, 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 dun.
Especially at a 90-1, man. I thought that was really good value for him, even though we knew.
Yeah, it was trash value. I told you.
And I really thought Russell Henley at plus 300 in my top 10 was doing well, and he just missed it by that much.
Well, he hits it in the water. He hits it in the water on 17.
That was it.
And makes a Michael Dublé, and that killed you.
Yeah, that killed me. Stupid Russell Henley. You're on my list.
Yeah.
A guy that's about to break through. He might win 17 tournaments in a row. when he finally
He's
breaks
not-
through again.
He's not going to be Byron Nelson, but I think he's going to win this year. Yes,
You don't know that. He might be better than Lord Byron.
I'm pretty sure
He
he's
might
not.
win 17 in a row, rattled off. Because look, the way we're going right now, Jordan Spieth and Scotty Scheffler are probably never ever going to win another golf tournament. Not at least on the PGA level. When they get relegated back to Korn Ferry,
That's never going to happen. But
They might win.
Yeah, it's probably.
I don't know. Brian Rollup said they're going to have relegation now, so they maybe
No.
get relegated back to Korn Ferry.
So a guy that's a PGA Tour member for life.
No,
He's won 137 tournaments in the last
Korn
3
Ferry.
years. You think he's going to play Korn Ferry?
Korn Ferry for life. That's all he gets.
Okay.
Getting relegated, Scotty. My boy Max Homa for the top 20 at plus 450, as the Will brought me and then Johnny brought me, finishes T32. We didn't even talk about where Scotty finished and how the mighty have fallen. He was never even in contention all week, and I'm here for it. I love it. His game was a fiasco all week.
Yeah, it's trash. You can't fake it out there. You can't fake steak out there, bud. You just can't.
Just trash.
And he just battling with the drivers. He hit 3 different drivers during the week.
He's still trying to figure that mess out.
Can't search out there.
No, that's not the place to do it.
Nope.
So, yeah, there's my card for everybody. We'll have more fun with the Wheel of Misfortune on Wednesday. Hopefully back at the real studio where I'll be if I can drive by then.
That would be great.
Yeah, it would be. I miss not being in the house since my injuries. Well, let's get back to now everybody's favorite part of the show, and that is Johnny's picks. Johnny, tell us a little bit about how your card went. We have to play this because it's very rare these days that we get to play this for you.
I mean, rare.
Well, not
I mean, rare.
Well, you know what I mean by rare. Like I like my steak.
I mean, we have 4 or 5 winners a year. How's this rare?
Well, we also have 48 tournaments a year.
No, we don't have 48. But
148.
If you can pick 10% winners, outright winners, and then have your matchups in their top 10s, top 20s, the reason why you get upset is because you think you're smarter than the smallest room in the world, and you don't play the card like I tell you. This is why this is important.
I don't have the money to play that card.
Play $1. Play $1. Doesn't
They
matter.
won't let you. I have to bet $5.
Okay, $5 bill. It's a $5 bill. That's one drink at Revel for you. And
It's half of a drink at Revel.
Yeah, well, you decide not.
expensive.
You decide to drink Tito's instead of putting money on golf betting.
I don't drink Tito's. That's too expensive.
Okay, $6.
Probably their well vodka is like $7.52, so it doesn't matter.
This is why it's important. So we've had 7 tournaments this year on the PGA Tour. We've been profitable in 4, non-profitable in 3. So this is how it works. You have to follow every week. That's why it's important. I know everybody on social media was dog cussing me after the last couple of weeks. 2 weeks in a row, we didn't make money, we lost. 4 weeks before that, we won, made profit. So this is important. This is why I tell you, play it every single week. Don't think you're smarter than me. Don't think you might be smarter than me. You might. That's okay. But our track is showing that you're not. You're just not over the past 6 years in golf betting. Now, again, look at going into the last round and actually going in probably to the last 9 holes of golf. We had 3 of those top. Aberg, Cam Young, Sepp Straka had a chance to win the golf tournament. On top of that is Minwoo Lee, with the exception of him going bogey double, would have finished in the top 20.
Yep.
So a monster week. Listen, this is just the trials and tribulations of golf betting. Aberg T finish. Winner with Cam Young at 31-1. Nice hit. Sepp Straka had a great opportunity at 40-1 to win the golf tournament. 26-1. Aberg had a great opportunity to win the golf tournament. Shane Lowry had a great opportunity to go to the bar after 36 holes, and that's what he did. Look, Hideki disappointed me. Dirt Nap, maybe still a little injury, but I enjoyed rolling the dice with him. My brother-in-law, again, with the exception of playing the last 3 holes at 3 over, would have finished in that top 20 to get another $220 bill. And then Jordan Spieth, I thought was my best bet, but Jordan Spieth made a triple bogey and 3 double bogeys. There is light at the end of the tunnel for Jordan Spieth. I made it clear it was my best bet, but if you take just one of those double bogeys out, he finishes in the top 20. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying one swing of the golf club makes a big difference when you do golf betting. We did 1-1-1 on our matchups. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie on Saturday. The emergence of Koepka, I like. I'm not a Koepka fan. I'm warming up to him. I like how he pushed the issue. We won extremely comfortably on Brooks Koepka on our matchup on Saturday. With our profit, $2,700 or $2,400 net profit with the win on Cam Young, that gets us to plus $1,660 for the year. Net profit, $1,660 if you're betting a $100 bill. Obviously, it's units. If you're betting $10 per play, that gets you to $160 and 160 cents, however you want to look at it. But 7, 6, and 2 on our matchups. I know we haven't got a lot of matchups just because I don't like the matchups. We're just not going to bet it. Some of the matchups just don't work. We use Bet US to our matchups. We might change that up through the year. I know a lot of you guys have sent through social media and text and through email. Where are you getting your picks from? A lot of these people that follow us do not use Bet US, so we might change that up. So if you guys have any comments, maybe the best way, a consensus of where you're playing your bets, please let us know. We will certainly look at that. And to accommodate you, every site is a little bit different when it comes to the matchups of where they like to host their matchup. So, hey, listen, it was a good week, first week of the year, 1st of 7. Going into Valspar Wednesday, we feel confident. We told you at the beginning of the week we've always done well here at the Players Championship. We handicap it well. But, hey, congratulations to Cam Young. We're going into Valspar, the last tournament of the Florida Swing with the profit. 2 tournaments in Texas. Then we have the Masters and we have Heritage. So we still have a great stretch that we like to do. But, hey, listen, great to be on the positive side. And we're going to keep it rolling this week at Valspar.
Yep, and we will be back on Wednesday with the Wednesday preview as we'll get some more of Johnny's picks, some more of my Wheel of Misfortune picks, hopefully from the studio, as the boys are at Valspar at Innisbrook at the Copperhead Course in Palm Harbor, Florida, right outside of Tampa. We'll see if I assume Victor Hovland's playing. I haven't seen who's playing yet or not, but I assume he's going to try to defend his championship. And Johnny, just a sneak peek, I'm working diligently to book either for Wednesday's show, either Tracy West,
beautiful,
or Valspar tournament chairman himself, Rondé, and NFL Hall of Famer Rondé Barber.
Yeah, let's certainly make that happen. If we're able to do that, we'll do a special little 2-hour show. I know JP is going to be on the grounds all week. Yep. He is the unofficial ambassador of the Valspar because I know he likes to have some fun. Our great business partner there and runs the great Tampa studio and sports legend.
Yeah.
And sports broadcast legend in Tampa Bay, and legend in a lot of other ways. Trust me, a lot of other ways.
He is a legend in his own mind.
Yeah, so that'd be great to have Tracy on and Rondé. That would be a great show. So looking forward to that. So all you guys tuning in on Wednesday, look forward to talking a little bit with Rondé and hopefully if Tracy with her obligations at Valspar can jump on, even if it's for 5 minutes. She's a great lady, does great things at the Valspar. Not taking any away from Rondé. He's awesome too, and a good player in his own right.
He's really good.
We're looking forward to having those guys on Wednesday. So great deal there, Tim. Great doing that. And so looking forward to talking to those guys on Wednesday.
We'll leave you with a little JP sound.
I'm going to brag a little. I was an all-pro at every sport in elementary school.
That should tell you everything you need to know about JP.
In worst case scenario, we should have JP on because I know he's going to be on grounds on, I think it's the par 3 15 or something, and they do that little gambling tent there. So we could do some live stuff with JP.
I think he's hanging out at Gruden's tent too a lot.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah, at Barstool Gruden over there with his buddy John Gruden. But we'll see. We'll see if we can patch all of that together for you for Wednesday's preview show of the Valspar. It's a tournament that we were hoping to get to this year live in person and do the show from there. It just didn't work out logistically with all the other duties. I said duty that we have around the country and within the company. But we'll get out there maybe next year do some live stuff for you guys from the Valspar, because it's one of my favorite tournaments just because I love Copperhead so much, and it's a great part of the country, great part of the state of Florida, and I love Tampa. I don't get there enough, but we'll see. We'll see. That's going to do it today, boys. I'm Tim. That's Johnny. We'll be back on Wednesday, 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern, with another live From the Rough podcast previewing said Valspar. Until then, boys and girls, y'all keep hitting them straight.